Kylie Jones joins us live outside the Hillsborough County Courthouse with details. Kylie, this new technology is changing things for a lot of people. No, I guess even
not working.
These kind of people.
Yeah, you see something new every day, Mark, and that overhead drug delivery, it didn't clear one of the homes in its path, and those homeowners certainly didn't authorize that delivery. Ultimately, it was the suspect's creativity that led to him getting busted. As most people slept around 1 a.m. Tuesday on Hannah Michaela Lane in Lutz, a late-night delivery was on its way. All of a sudden, one homeowner heard a clatter against the back of their house.
He walks outside to discover a drone had crashed in his backyard. He picks up the drone when he sees that the drone has a brown cloth bag attached to it.
This family wasn't expecting a package. The homeowners tell us they opened up the bag, and this is what they found.
3 bags with fentanyl powder and 1 bag of methamphetamine.
They immediately called the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Before deputies could get there, Sheriff Chad Chronister says the homeowners saw a man outside
in his backyard with a flashlight looking for the drone.
Then the homeowners tell us they heard 3 separate knocks at the door. Their security footage captured that delivery driver or drone operator looking for the missing package. Deputies found Jason Brooks waiting outside the house.
Wait, where's this drone at the moment?
It showed me it was in the backyard, but I tried to knock.
You know we can't just be going to people's backyards trying to look for
I know, that's why I knocked.
Another deputy went inside the home to unbox the package.
Oh, names. Oh, okay.
The sheriff says each bag was labeled with his customers' names. On the 4th bag,
share this. Okay. All right. Well,
Chronister says there's no doubt Brooks was trying to make sure this flight went undetected.
give me the remote. Put your hands around your back.
Jason Brooks.
Brooks made a first appearance in court over video conference Wednesday afternoon. Now, deputies will look at drone data to try to track this special delivery. Where is it? And Brooks did again appear in court virtually this afternoon. A judge granted him bond on a number of charges, including possession with intent to sell, but he's being held without bond on a warrant out of Pasco County for failure to appear, guys.
Yeah, it'd be interesting what that drone data shows, all those other stops, if there are others before this. Kylie Jones live for us. Kylie, thanks.
Wow. I'm telling you, this was a classic. That's all I can say. A classic drone delivery. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Good to see you. It's Thursday night, 7 p.m., and welcome to Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly Live. I just figured I'd start the show with that video. I found it very interesting. I found it just before I started getting ready to go live, and I figured I'd share it. And hopefully you like that new intro, because I had some criticism recently that I needed to change my intro. But anyway, I have a great show lined up tonight with a great drone pilot from New York. He's a very good friend of mine. He's a drone celebrity. So if you saw the Facebook post or the promo post, you know it's Jeff Noreman. And him and I have been flying a lot lately. And I'm picking his brain when I fly with him, and he's gracious enough to help me with my new computer. So I got to say thank you to Jeff. But he's going to be in shortly, because you know what? I got him. No more shrimp and lobster. I got him White Castle hamburgers in the back room. so he's in the back room enjoying the White Castle hamburgers. And if anybody's had White Castle hamburgers, let me know in the chat, please, because it's a very it's a big thing here in New York to go to White Castle, or it was when I was younger anyway, especially when I was a kid, you know. But I did it when I was a cop too. We went to White Castle quite a bit. But anyway, let me say thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight. Really, this show would not be a success without you guys that take the time to watch. And Jody, Joan Shots, he was number 1 today. You know why? Because he checked in yesterday. And I was glad to see Jody doing that, really. So Jody's number 1 tonight. But Josh, he was right behind him, Premac Media. How you doing, Josh? Good to see you. And John Olson, he checked in early. How you doing, John? Good to see you. And I don't want to go too fast. I saw Jason flying high in Florida. Good to see Jason. And I know I saw John Flynn. Let's see, if I go too fast, I'll miss. And I saw Alicia B in the chat. How you doing, Alicia? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And Terry Dugas is in. Terry, if I said it last week and I didn't get around to making you a moderator, I apologize, but I will try to do it tomorrow. Definitely when I review the show. And we got Zach, Big Orange Drone Flyer. How you doing, Zach? Good to see you. And I think I said hello to John Flynn already, right? John Flynn, he's another drone celebrity up there in Michigan. So, and he put out a great video. I have it queued up. I'll be showing it as the viewer video of the week, unless something goes haywire, which could very well happen. Yes, I have a problem when I try to share videos. But I think I had told you in the past, I flunked computers in college, so I am very lucky to get this live stream going every week. But anyway, Brian, Waypoint, New England, he's in the house. Good to see you. And Nana's Attic, good to see you too. But I know it takes time to acknowledge people in the chat, but I think it's important. And like I say, the show wouldn't be a success without you guys. But now we got Jeremy Alms in the chat. How you doing, Jeremy? Some drone guy, and he's responsible for making the merchandise for the 6th annual South Florida Drone Meetup. And I got all sorts of goodie stuff right over here. But I just want to say thank you to Jeremy. And if you want your 6th annual South Florida Drone Meetup merch, go to sfdmshop.com and you can order it right on there. And he actually lowered the prices from last year, and he's got more items. And I got to say thank you again to Jeremy. He kicks it all back to the South Florida Drone Meetup, and then we end up buying giveaway prizes with whatever profit there is. And he also brings quite a few freebies himself to the South Florida Drone Meetup. So, and if you don't know when the South Florida Drone Meetup is, let me just tell you again. I know there's new people in the chat. They might not know about it, but we're having our 6th annual South Florida Drone Meetup on April 10th to the 13th, 2026. We're having it at the Jensen Beach Causeway Park again in Jensen Beach, Florida, and it's free to attend. We encourage adults to bring children. We try to get them involved. And we got a list. And if you're one of the first 150 people to sign up on the list, you get assigned a number. And then we just pick a random number and somebody wins a nice raffle prize based on your position on the list. So just let me know, or somebody else on the drone committee know you're coming. We'll add you to the list. But it's going to be another great time. No doubt in my mind about it. We got 90 people signed up already, and it's still a long way away. But while I'm talking about meetups, don't forget about the Northeast Drone Meetup next month, September 5th to the 7th, up there in Pawtucket and Providence, Rhode Island. That's going to be another great time. John, Connecticut Pirate, and Josh, Premac Media, they're running it more or less, along with Steve Janess. He's helping them. And Mark Fisher, I think, is helping them a little bit too. But while I mentioned Mark Fisher, I got to say, get well to Mark. He's been under the weather lately, so get well, Mark. And I also want to offer condolences to Judge Frank Caprio from Rhode Island. I don't know if anybody's familiar with him, but he was a great judge up there. And he had a great heart. He had more compassion than I would have had for the people that went before him. That's for sure. So rest in peace. We got another drone celebrity. Eddie Nunez is in the chat. How you doing, Eddie? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Or Cybertruck Eddie, he's known as now. So, but anyway, I got this fly with Eddie, and he showed up in his Cybertruck. So I can't wait to edit that video when he's driving in with his Cybertruck, and I'm filming him. But anyway, we got Scott Jackrabbit and John Bonafont's in the house. How you doing, John? I'll see you very shortly at the meetup. And did I say hello to Warren? Aki Rasha was in the chat. So, and Bob Dempsey's in the chat. So let me say hello to Bob, Old Forge with Drones. And while I mentioned his name, he's got the Vegas drone meetup coming up in November. I believe it's the second weekend in November. And if you need more information about that meetup, get a hold of Bob or Tom Dowling, that is. And feel free to put the information in the chat, Bob and Josh, about your meetups. But anyway, I'm going to get back to the names very shortly because I just saw Steve Janess and I saw Al. Al's watching down in Florida, South Florida Drone Flyers, because Jeff is all out of he finished up with the White Castle hamburgers. He's starting to make faces at me. So I got to bring him in. But let me say hello to Dominic. He's watching all the way in Australia. How you doing, Dominic? Good to see you. But Jeff is also doing multitasking tonight, so I'm going to let you tell you guys all about what he's doing. But he's, like I said, one of my good friends, and I fly with him a lot. We're going to be flying again this week at a secret location, of course. And I want you all to give a warm welcome to Jeff Noreman. He's coming to us all the way from Long Island. Hey, Jeff.
All the way from Long Island. I'm just giving you a visual tour of a beautiful backyard of Long Island. It's about 66 degrees out here. And now that I've had all the White Castle I care to have, I'm going to be making steaks for the other people in the house.
Okay, cool. Going to be barbecuing some steak, huh? This is going to be a first.
No, it is
on
definitely
my live
not
stream.
a first. Oh, on a live stream, yeah. Well, I did a live stream once from City Field, and now I'm doing a live stream cooking. Definitely not my most renowned talent, but hey, I'm all right with it.
Yeah, well, that's good. I know people are probably getting dizzy with all the movement, but that's okay.
Hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. You know, when the
But anyway,
timing
Angel's in
just-
the house. How you doing, Angel? Good to see you. And I
Hey,
saw
Angel.
Brad, B-Rad, and I think he's on his way, or maybe he's down at Minefield. Because Minefield, that's Ken Herron's drone meetup, is happening in Brownsville, Tennessee this weekend. And I know Rodney Bell was driving down there with Gary, and I know Brad was in the area for work, so I don't know. Brad, let us know if you're there or not there
well,
yet.
wherever Ken Herron is, there's definitely a party to be had. So
Yeah, and I don't know if you see this because you're not looking at the chat, but Alicia B is saying hello to you, Jeff. Welcome,
hey,
Jeff. So, and
thank you for your
by the way,
patience.
Alicia is watching all the way down in Maryland. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, Jeff, what's been happening? I know we flew last week, but have you been flying this week?
Not very much. As you know, there's been a lot of winds and a lot of rain because of Hurricane Erin coming up the coast. So I have not been flying an awful lot, but I've been editing. One of the things that you and I got were really good video of
Hey, Mario.
off
How
the
you doing,
waters of
Mario?
Long Island, which included some dolphins, porpoises eating bunker, and I actually got a bomb diving of a bird going after some of the bunker as well. So that's
I know, and that's sort of the first time you went looking for sharks and whales with me, and we found the dolphin the first day that one time when we found the bunker schools. But I was so impressed with you last week when you found free swimming sharks. Really,
there were 4 in that group, and they were hitting. And it's just, as lots of things in life, it's a matter of luck as well as determination. Fishing, any kind of fishing, you've done that for many years of your life, and I have to give credit to the queen of finding sea creatures off of Long Island, to Joanna Steedle. Is it Steedle or Steidle? I actually never asked her directly.
Yeah, I think it's Seidel, but I'm not
Style. Okay.
100% sure.
Well,
Yeah.
her stuff is so good.
Today's her
She's been
birthday,
on
by the
major
way, so we'll
networks
say
many, many times.
happy
Very
birthday
patient.
to her.
It's her birthday?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
So,
So the big news is in the 1980s, a company sent me out to start teaching photography. They saw the kind of photography I was doing, um, of individual portraits and group portraits, and they sent me out in the country, all around the country, to teach groups of people how to shoot individual photography and group photography. And one of the things I did that I used to stress was anyone can shoot things from 5 feet above the ground, and that's typically what people do. But if you want to make something interesting, lay on the ground, shoot up, or go high in the air, go to a balcony, 1 story or 2 stories up, and shoot down.
yep.
That is one of the reasons why I became a drone photographer and pilot. So I've taught people, sometimes formally, sometimes informally, since the mid 80s. And for the last
Hey,
couple
Ronnie.
months, I've been teaching several people remotely once a week in a school, in a class, to teach them, what did you shoot? Why did you shoot it? What angle did you shoot it from? And then how did you edit it? So Jeff's Photo School, the domain is up, but I didn't quite finish setting it up. But starting tomorrow, I will be taking new students for Jeff's Photo School. Um, Basically, besides the general tips, each week we will edit 2 of your photos one-on-one, making sure that you get some more knowledge and you improve your photography. Not that anyone needs to be professional, but like everything, our tastes get better over time. And when you were in kindergarten, you painted finger painting, and then you realized that really, although it was very satisfying then, you developed better taste. And when you were in college, you cooked macaroni and cheese, and then you realized there's a lot better food to be said. And although not everyone is trying to be a professional photographer, your tastes will change. And because your tastes will change, making something that will appeal to you later in life will also give you the opportunity to possibly sell your photos and having your family want your photos on their walls. And that's the reason why I started Jeff's Photo School online with a heavy focus on drone photography to help my friends, my colleagues do better and get better results. So they're even more proud of what they have, and they can see a path to what makes it better. When you do anything, I scrambled an egg. Okay. Then you learn how to make better meals. You're satisfied with what you have, but when someone can show you that it's better, that they can make it better, help you make it better, then that's an improvement. If you want to learn to play better tennis, you're going to play against a stronger opponent. And from the time we're little kids, everyone has violin teachers to teach them better violin, softball coaches to teach them how to do better, and even professional athletes, golfers, tennis stars, baseball players. Everyone has coaches to teach them because it speeds up the learning process. It makes you achieve more. It gives a different perspective that you don't naturally see on your own. And that's the reason why Jeff's Photo School will help whoever wants to be there. I'm glad, I'm happy with 45 years as a photographer, 25 years as a videographer, and 10 years as a drone pilot, for all sorts of clients. I'm happy to share what I know. And I hope you guys will join me.
Well, I know I learned a lot, from you when I fly with you. I pick your brain, and you're more than happy to share your knowledge.
Of course.
And you did such a great editing presentation at the South Florida Drone Meetup 2 years ago. I know a lot of people learned a lot from your presentation.
Thank you for the opportunity of letting me talk to them.
Yeah. But anyway, back to flying. What drones are you flying these days?
Well, still the Autel Lite Plus, the Autel Nano Plus, and the Mini 4 Pro.
Okay.
I am trying in the next month to get at least one new drone, which I've told you which one that is. I refuse to pay ridiculous tariffs, but somehow I feel I'll be able to get a Mavic 4 Pro. I definitely want to mention Tom Dowling. He has given me some ideas on how to get it. And one way or another,
Yep.
I'm going to get that drone so I have the use of telephoto, which I don't currently have.
Have you flown it? Anybody's
yeah.
yet? I know.
Oh, yeah. I
Actually flew the drone. Yeah.
Absolutely. Several times. First time was with my friend Xavier Arthur, who's the founder of the Five Boroughs Drone Meetup Group.
Mm-hmm.
He's very generous, very kind guy. He let me use it. I did of course, the 360, and got really good results there with it.
And I know Frank brought it out when we were searching for that missing swimmer. Remember when we met up with Frank?
Yes.
That was cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Frank has.
Anyway, we got another drone celebrity in the chat. That's Johnny Drone Flyer. How you doing, Johnny?
Hey, Johnny.
I thought you were going to watch the show because Jeff was on.
He likes the tease.
I just made that up, Jeff. That was just a joke on my part. So, anyway, no, we got a great crowd in the house. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
And I can't keep up with the chat. So now we got a long comment by Michael. Cool cat. How you doing? Do you remember what I was on nature of sci-fi drone flight dynamics? Interesting. I figured the rear rotors were pitching back on auto rotate while the two for okay. All right. If you say so. He's got a question to Josh.
For you? He has a question for you?
No, it was for Josh. So
okay.
Now Eddie says any of those drones that Jeff uses have a micro 4/3 sensor.
I'm going to hit him.
That's a good one, Eddie. I know what you're talking about.
Well, as someone who does a lot of technical assistance in my life, I like that precise communication. And Eddie knows that there is no drone other than the Inspires that actually use micro 4/3 because it's a camera system. It's not just the size of the sensor, it's also the lenses, which are entirely interchangeable. So, yes, Eddie likes to bust chops, and that's what makes him so fun to be around. So, yeah. A 4/3 sensor is only one component of a micro 4/3 camera system. And Mavics don't have it. They have a 4/3 sensor, but the Inspires do have a micro 4/3 system. And all the lenses that come off there, you can use in Panasonic cameras and Olympus cameras and anyone else that has a micro 4/3 camera. Many camera companies have had them through the years, and they're quite good. They're quite good, and they're all interchangeable.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, Jeff, you are very, very knowledgeable, and you love sharing your information, and I appreciate that. And I see Ronnie might have an issue of something about a cardiologist, but yeah, Alicia's right, Ronnie. Listen to your cardiologist. That's for sure. But I can't keep up with the comments. There's so many of them. I'm not good at it anyway. But anyway, I apologize, guys, if I miss any questions.
That's why so many shows have two
Jeff's
hosts.
busy cooking steak, so he's not looking at the comments.
No, and you're on an iPhone that I'm holding, so the comments are kind of small, actually. I see.
Yeah. So, well, how's the steak coming? How is the steak coming?
All right, let's.
Oh, yeah, that looks good. All right, I'll be right over after the show.
You give me White Castle and you expect steaks from me? I don't know about that. I had White Castle, and everyone else in the house is going to have a steak.
Yeah. For those in the chat, Jeff only lives 20 minutes from me. So, and if I catch all the lights right, it's about 17 minutes. So,
and there's a bunch of traffic red light cameras between you and me. So you got to catch them. You can't play around. You will definitely get a nice summons if you do.
So anyway, Michael Wright's in the house. How you doing, Michael? Good to see you. And
Hello.
Michael is going to the Northeast Drone meetup, and
Yes.
him and I are going to be rooming together.
Anyone I know who's going that doesn't have a roommate that wants to share a room, let me know. It's not crazy expensive, but I'd share
All
a room.
right.
I have a reservation. But
Oh,
I'd
you
rather
have a
split
reservation? You
Yeah,
made a
I told you.
reservation?
Yeah, you gave me all the hints.
Good, good. And you got the rate? You got the good rate?
I don't know what the good rate is.
It varied on different days. It was different.
Yeah.
I know that. It was
I
very
didn't get a
confusing.
horrible. I got significantly lower than the rate that was posted online, which is good.
Oh yeah, you mean through the company? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Hilton Honors. You put in Hilton Honors and AAA, and it gives you like $220 a night, and that's way higher than the rate that
Right.
general
So
did for
Josh
us.
did a great job
Josh did a great
of
job.
getting
Josh, you are the
that
man.
grade. I know he was back and forth with the hotel,
Yeah.
and it finally worked out.
If any of you organize events, I will tell you that whenever these hotels, they want you to personally guarantee the number of rooms and pay for it yourself if not that number of people come. But, come on. Anyone else can have a room and cancel it at the last minute. So
Yeah.
the fact that,
We,
when
we
you
have
have to
such a
you
we
tell
have
them
such a
that,
great relationship with the Hampton Inn in
uh,
Florida for our meetup, and they really accommodate us. They go out of their way. We sold out of our block of rooms, and they tried to get me to sign a contract in the beginning, and I refused. But
why should
they
you have
know
to
that we're
guarantee
good for
other
at least
people's
25
behavior?
rooms.
It's ridiculous.
And we sell them out more or less immediately. And John, the new director of sales and manager, he's been gracious enough to add extra rooms right now. But if you have not booked your room for the South Florida Drone Meetup, call the hotel tomorrow and speak to John because he's still adding rooms. So if you're nice to him and say please, he'll probably give you the rate, which
And
is
if you think
139 for a
people are
room,
booking for your event,
199 for
they
a
are
suite.
definitely booking for your event because it's famous. Listen, the county even advertises your event, Ray. So
Yes, we are listed.
you've achieved stardom. You are a drone celebrity now.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but we're listed in the Martin County uh, tourist guide. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
There's Miami-Dade, and then Palm Beach, Broward, then Palm Beach, and then Martin is the next county, right?
Yes,
So it's
north.
it's up the
Mhm.
coast. It's up the coast.
Yes.
Um, Anyway, tomorrow, jeffsphotoschool.com will be ready for new students. And we do have a class tomorrow afternoon. So anyone
All
who
right.
wants to learn,
Now, do you have the
um,
special time that you're doing these, or does it vary?
5 p.m. East Coast time is
Okay,
tomorrow's class. Um,
cool. We got another drone
and
celebrity in the chat. Bob Casey's in the chat. How you doing, Bob? Good to see you.
There is, like anything, there's maybe hints and trip hints and tricks to get you better. But if anyone says there's only one way of doing anything, they're wrong. Whether it's how to throw a baseball, how to paint, how to cook, or how to shoot pictures. So our philosophy is, my philosophy has always been, take what you do and make it better. Make it more so you touch someone's soul, so you touch their heart when you create your image. We don't want to make you into a cookie cutter clone of the next person, because if you do what everyone else does, you're going to get what everyone else gets, and that's generally not very much.
Yeah. Okay.
So we want to
Well,
get you to be the best artist you can be.
no, it's
Well,
going
I'm
to be
going to
good.
bring,
I think your school is going to be good. Your classes are going to be good.
thank you. So far, I've gotten very good results, very
Good.
good
Good.
feedback, and people are getting better and better every week. And as I said, it doesn't mean you have to be a professional. It doesn't mean you have to sell something. But if your photo is so good that someone says, could I get a print of that? Then you know you've touched their heart. And that's what art is about, whether it's
Yeah.
um, a song, a movie, or a photo. You want to touch someone. You want to say, "Wow, that's beautiful. That's
right.
pretty."
Well, anyway, we got another drone celebrity in the chat. Marcus, Idaho Quadcopter. He's in the chat. How you doing, Marcus?
Ray, I have to feed a bunch of people, so I have to depart.
Oh, really? You're leaving already? Huh? I didn't even get the chance
I
to
may
show
be
you
back.
videos.
I may be back before the hour's over, but I have to
Well,
feed these people
no, I
because
understand.
the natives are restless.
Yeah.
Somehow the
Okay.
timing just. But I thank you very much for having me.
Well, we're going to
And
go
I
to
will
Plan
see
B
you.
then, and I'm going to be
I will
putting the
see
link
you
in the
next
chat.
week when we go try to capture some more sharks, bunkerfish, whales,
Next
maybe
week,
if we're
yeah,
lucky.
we'll play it by ear on the weather, and we'll be in
After
touch.
this storm's over. It's too windy. It's too choppy. The water.
I'm going to Shinnecock Inlet tomorrow, just to let you know. I'm going to go see what it looks like, and if I can fly, the winds aren't that bad. I'll be flying there tomorrow.
Good luck. It's pretty breezy now.
I know it doesn't look hopeful, but at least I want to see the waves anyway, crashing against the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Be
Jeff.
well,
Have a
my
good
friend.
night.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate
All right.
it.
Okay.
Be well. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, anyway, that was good. Very interesting. You know, Jeff is always a great guest. And I appreciate him taking out. He didn't bail out on me. You know, some people not bail out, but if they have an engagement like he did, he ended up having a dinner guest. His son-in-law is there tonight, and that's why he's cooking the steaks. So I appreciate that he took the time to be on. So let me see if I can figure this out on putting the link in the chat. And if somebody wants to join, feel free to join. Otherwise, I'll be showing the videos that I was going to show and talk about the tip of the week. And we'll go from there. And then, of course, we'll do the monthly giveaway contest. So anyway, thank you all for tuning in tonight. I'll keep an eye on the back room in case anybody pops in. But now I knew I should have showed the one video earlier while he was here, because Jeff is really an incredible drone pilot, photographer, and I wanted him to narrate over his video. So let me see if I can do this without blowing the stream. But anyway, this is an incredible video that Jeff did a few months back. He was out in Vegas. And he got this with
in the
drone.
distance of the Las Vegas Strip sits an orb that transcends the bright lights of the city. Sphere is a next-generation entertainment medium that is redefining the future of live entertainment.
That is an incredible structure.
Here we allow artists, creators, and technologists to create extraordinary experiences that take storytelling to a new level. Sphere transports audiences to places both real and imagined. It's powered by cutting-edge technologies that ignite the senses and enable audiences to share experiences at a never-before-seen scale. In a city of unforgettable sights, visit the grandest one of all, Sphere.
Very good, Jeff. Very good. Excellent video, really. And he ended up giving that to the Sphere, and they're the ones that put that voiceover on the video, and they're using it as a promo video. So I mean, hats off to Jeff for doing that, really. But anyway, we got a couple of guests in the back room. I'm going to bring them in, and I was so glad to see them back there. And sorry we didn't have no White Castle hamburgers for you. But let me bring in Josh from Pennsylvania. How you doing, Josh?
Oh, and pretty good, Ray. How are you doing?
Good. We met. Look at this. He's got the same shirt as me. Captain Joe, how you doing?
What's up, Josh?
Great to see you, Joe.
Well, welcome, guys. Thanks for coming in. Really.
Sure.
No problem. Returning your call.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to do it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, I forget what I wanted to ask you now. I
Probably
forget.
something to do with the. Probably something to do with this.
Yes, yeah, it did have something to do with that because I'm still flying like this. This is how I fly.
Yeah, that's kind of hard.
You know, I leave it on the hood of my car and I fly with the controller. But, you know, I like flying with the tablet. Well, for me, it's the iPad Mini 4. So much better than a phone. But it looks like
the Mini 4 does work with it.
That invention you made looks pretty good.
Well, it works on mine. I've got the Samsung Tab A7, and it fits on that. And the A7 is a little bit smaller than yours, but I think that it can, like I said, I stretched the one. Still got it over here. I haven't had time to send it, but it's it might work. It might have to be extended a little, but it looked like it had a little play in it because when you put it in a thing, it still had a little bit of play. That's why I think you'll have enough.
Yeah. Good. Thank you for doing that, sending it to me. But your package is in the mail, by the way, because Captain Joe, he won last month's giveaway, which was a landing pad, and it's on its way. The only thing is, it's coming via Pony Express, so it may take a while.
I'm not worried about that. That's all right.
So, now you should get it by hopefully by the beginning of the week. So
yeah, when you call, I'll have my sisters.
But anyway, so Josh, you got a big event coming up next weekend, right? Oh, 2 weekends.
Two. Let's not hurry it, Ray. Let's not actually hurry it. There's a lot left to actually do. But no, we're having the Northeast Drone Meetup. It's going to be in Providence, Rhode Island, from September 5th, 6th, and 7th. We have so many drone superstars signed up for it that I don't know how we can top it next year, honestly. So it's going to be a lot of work to try to outdo it, I think. But everything is coming through great. We're getting everything finalized here at the moment, but we're getting more people to actually sign up every day.
Okay, good.
Again, we were expecting there to be 3 of us up there, and now we have 65 who are absolutely coming.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep hearing that there's a bunch of others still who haven't even signed up yet. So considering that we've been throwing this there you go.
That's nice.
Well, I got my coffee mug. Well, I drink tea out of it now.
But I mean, the fact that we threw this together basically starting in May, we've gotten a lot done in a rather short amount of time, especially for 3 guys that have no experience doing this whatsoever, probably don't have any business doing this either. But hey, everything's turning out great.
You got experience. You came to the South Florida Drone Meetup, so you got experience.
That's it. Yep. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I know it's going to be totally successful. I've been talking to a lot of people that are going to attend, and everybody's excited about it.
Yeah. I'm very excited for it. I'm also a little bit nervous about everything still, but everything's ironed out. It just coming down to actually having it all happen now at this point. So I hope that it's nice out. I hope that everyone's able to make it. But most of all, I just really hope that everybody has an awesome time there. Because, I mean, there's so many places to actually fly and see. They're just amazing up there. So,
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I want to go to the different spots that I didn't fly at the last time I was up there, and it's been 3 years for me since I've been there.
Now,
So, but John Flynn made a special request, so I have to do it. If he asks, I got to do it. All right, there you go, John. That's for you.
now did Scott say that he was in jail? Come on, Scott.
What's this about being in jail? Did I miss something? Because I
Evidently,
can't
I
keep
did.
up with the comments. So, yeah. All right. Anyway, yeah, I'm missing a lot of comments, so I apologize, guys. But there's an important one that I just missed again because I'm trying to highlight it. But that's an important one.
Oh, yep.
You know?
I think the last day to order though was the 19th.
Oh, really? Oh, the shop is shut down. Okay.
I think it was to make sure that he can get it in time. I'm
Yes.
sure he'll still be able to actually ship you stuff afterwards, but to actually make sure that I can get it for the actual meet, I think it was the 19th. So,
yeah. Good night, Ronnie. Thanks for popping in. Good night, and hi, Jacob. Good to see you, Jacob. So, somebody's in jail. What are they talking about? Somebody's in jail.
Renovating a jail. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about Mark Fisher or something.
Yeah. But anyway, all right. So, Joe, have you been flying? I know you fly a lot down there in Louisiana. Tell us.
Well, I actually flew today.
Okay. What'd you fly and where?
When you called me, I was at my sister's. Her birthday was Saturday, so I was bringing her something today. And then she says, "Baby, you hungry?" So she used to run a restaurant, so I said, "Oh yeah, I'm hungry." So I had meatballs and spaghetti, and the meatballs with venison. So that was pretty good.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's probably
And
delicious.
then when I was leaving, I said I wanted to go shoot this little place called Mariner Villa. It's like expensive houses right on Lake Pontchartrain. And as I pull out of her gate, the rain hits me. And I went, "You got to be kidding me." And I'm looking, I mean, it's raining hard, right? So it's about 3 miles away towards the southeast. And I'm looking at the sky and I'm saying, it's going to be clear over there. I said, I'm going. So I just kept going because I was looking at the way everything was moving. And when I got over there, I had sunshine. It was clear, dry.
Oh,
so I put the drone up. And then as I'm looking back, coming into it, you can see the thunderstorm and the different with lightning strikes and everything.
Oh, wow.
So I got a little added bonus to it.
Yeah, definitely. Cool.
I was waiting to be Thomas Edison to see if lightning was going to catch my drone up in the air. So I was doing a screen recording just in case. But I was flying the Mavic 3.
Yeah. Okay. I know you like the Mavic 3. That's a great drone. You know,
I love the Mavic 3.
That's your best drone, right? That's your favorite?
I like the Air 2S too.
Oh, all right.
I actually, at times, I think you get a better picture with an Air 2S.
Yeah, well, it's got the 1-inch sensor. You know, it's a great drone. I mean, I still have mine. I don't know if I told you this, but I put it on the marketplace, and then I raised the price of it $100 so nobody would buy it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So, but anyway, I got to show another video. So let me show the viewer video of the week, and like I say, it's John Flynn's. But all I got to do is find it because sometimes I queue up the wrong videos. I probably did. But is this it, John? Hopefully it is. Yeah, this is it. Good. I wish you were here to narrate. This is cool. And John is a great pilot up there in Michigan. And I don't worry about the music copyright strikes, so you know I should. But look at the way he flies. South Haven. Nice. Look at that water on both sides there.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Oh, look at him now. He's getting fancy going through them. And this is my favorite place. When he goes here, this little inlet, and he follows the boats, and in the wintertime he does it in the frozen tundra there. Really, really nice, John.
John has some fantastic areas up there.
They're channel markers. I called them lighthouses initially, but they're really channel markers. And I know Alicia would know about that. That's a cool place to fly.
Fantastic.
You know, when I show the videos, it's more or less
That's nice.
a tease. Just to show you John's channel and his flying abilities, where he flies. But if you want to watch some more of that, you have to go to John's channel. And if you're not subscribed, you know, make sure you subscribe to John. Flying Flynn Media. So, and by the way, subscribe to Josh, Premac Media, and Captain Joe, Captain USA Drone Flyer. Say it, Joe. The whole title.
USA Drone Flyer, Captain Joe America.
Joe America. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe America.
Yeah. Right. So. And I think well, maybe I didn't say subscribe to Jeff Norman too.
I'm gonna
but if anybody has any questions, I forgot to say if anybody has any questions for Jeff, but it's too late. But if you got any questions for Josh or Captain Joe, let me know in the chat. I'll try to keep an eye out for him. Port 107. Commercial opera flying over a moving, requires specific waiver from the FAA. Yep. But if you're behind the boat or shooting from the side of the boat, you're good. So, but you're absolutely right. Same with a moving train, I think, too, right?
Right. You cannot fly directly over.
I believe so.
Yep. So, but anyway, you got to be so excited about the meetup, Josh. Really,
Yeah.
I hate to keep bringing it up, but it's a big event for you, and it turned out to be totally successful.
And the other thing about it is, who would ever guess that somebody who's from Pennsylvania that's never even been to Rhode Island would be one of the ones setting it all up. So I'm excited just to actually see it. Super
beautiful
excited about that.
It really is. You're going to be impressed, no doubt about it.
My other thing is, I have so much stuff that I'm taking along that I'm starting to try to think, which drones do I need to actually take along with me? And I know how I am. Last minute, I'm going to find a way to squeeze them all in there. So,
yeah. How long a drive is it for you?
It's about 8.5 hours.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's actually
Are you going by yourself, or is your daughter joining you?
My daughter's supposed to join, but we're unsure right now. She just transferred to a different school, and I'm a little bit unsure of letting her go that soon into it. At that point, she'll only be in 4 days.
And when are you arriving? And when are you leaving?
I'm going to leave Thursday really early in the morning. I should be there by 3 in the afternoon. So, but I might meet up with a certain pirate as I'm heading through up there first, though. So,
okay, is that your plan? Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
you gonna do it like a convoy? Start a convoy?
He's basically, I think his house is like a minute or two off of what my actual route is. So, I mean, it isn't a big deal at all. So,
yeah, well, that's fun. You know, you'll have somebody to drive up with part of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. As you
So,
guys know, I'm taking the ferry. I
absolutely.
got to take a ferry to get to you guys. And I look forward to it. I really do. So,
Yeah, I mean, I always enjoy the actual trips I take, and something like that absolutely sounds awesome to me. So,
yeah, I'll make a little video about my little travels. I did it last time and I'll do it again. Because you got to get to the ferry terminal at least a half hour ahead of time. Well, they say 15 minutes, but a half hour, I'll have the reservation. So, and just to let everybody know, we got another guest in the back room. Let me bring him right in. So it's John Olson. How you doing,
John?
hey, John.
No audio. Can't hear you. So,
Why?
Oh,
what happened? He's gone.
lost him.
All right, maybe he'll pop back in. So, but anyway, no, I think I'm more excited than you about the meetup. I really am.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm just also
I'm
just
still
hoping
number one, right? I'm still number one.
you are still number one. Your check actually cleared.
Yeah, but okay. So Brian, if you get in trouble, and just tell them you're on AG. AG.
You're an AG.
Okay.
Like that woman that said she was an AG and got arrested anyway.
All right, Brian, you're going, right? You're going to the meetup. Is Brian going? Waypoint, New England.
Brian is on the list, so
Good.
I hope he's there.
Finally going to meet Brian. Good. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
And we got Paul Murray in the chat. How you doing, Paul?
There's so many that I have never met, so I'm super excited about just finally being able to actually say, "Hey, I know that guy."
Yeah. Now, do you know when Steve Janess is going to arrive? By the way,
I do not. I think
Steve,
he's coming
tell us in the chat. When are you getting there, and when are you leaving?
I know that he has just been out touring everywhere up there, so he is. I can't remember how many places he's hit so far this year, but he has footage. He says he has to.
Friday morning to Sunday. Okay, that's like me. That's when I'm doing it too. So, all right, good, Steve. I look forward to seeing you. All right. So, Joe, where are you going to be flying on your next flight?
I think Johnny and I are going to get out next week for a change. Be the first time in 2 months.
Oh, really? You haven't flown with Johnny in 2 months? Really?
Well,
you were
today
laid up
is
in the hospital. Yeah. Right.
Today is exactly 2 months since I fell.
Yeah. How's your leg coming? Oh, doing well?
Well, let me tell you about this. So I go Monday to wound care, and they got the graft on the top of my hip, and they've got the graft they put on the bottom. They took the skin from the top of the hip. So she's taking the bandage off on the top of my hip and rips a piece of skin off.
Ooh.
Oh.
I look down there and she says, "Oh, I ripped a little piece of skin. Sorry, it's stuck." And the stuff they put on it when they cover it it's not supposed to stick, but it stuck to it. And it just took it right off. I mean, as soon as she peeled it, it came right off. Right. So she said it's really a superficial thing. It's the top layer. And we looked at it yesterday, and you can see where it's already healing. So that's no big deal. That's just where they took the skin from.
Very good.
Now, the woman yesterday taking it off the bottom of the leg where the graft is, where they put the graft, and she's peeling it off about that far from the graft. It takes about 2 inches of skin off the top of my leg.
Oh, my Lord. That must have hurt.
I went, ow. Looked down, and just blood pouring down my leg. Just took the whole top layer of skin off. And she goes, "It's not supposed to stick."
Right.
So we had to get that to stop bleeding. So I told him, I said, "Well, y'all gonna be a lot more careful next time you take it off."
Yeah, definitely.
But the graft site actually where they fixed the wound is completely taken. so it's ready to go. But I have to have a bandage on it, and I have to have a compression wrap on it, probably for 4 more months.
Okay.
So
4 more months?
at least 4 months.
Really?
The skin's gotta toughen up, basically. Or if
Yeah.
you hit it, you tear it open.
Okay.
So
Well, hopefully everything heals up properly, and before you know it, you're back to normal. So,
I'm
but listen,
walking into
now I
all
want to take
normal
the
stuff.
time to share. Were you saying something, Joe? I didn't mean to cut you off.
I said I'm walking, doing all the normal stuff. So
Good, and you're back to work, and you're making money, and all of that, right?
yeah, football tomorrow night.
Okay, cool.
Very good. Very good to hear.
All right, I'm going to share a video that I had planned on sharing, and hopefully, I put a drone on a run walk recently, and that was for the Brotherhood for the Fallen here in Suffolk County. And then I formed a team in honor of my old partner in narcotics,
That was your partner.
Dennis Ostenhoff. But I flew the drone prior to the race starting, and I'm flying the Mavic 3 Pro here. But the audio is kind of low, so I'm not good at adjusting audio and everything. Yeah, video.
Shows some of the pre-race activities. And please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel now. And if you hit the little bell, you'll be notified of our newly released.
It was fun doing this, participating in support of all the fallen officers. And I have to say, I met some old. I used to work with this guy right here. That's Jimmy O'Leary. He worked in the arson squad, and he's older than I am, and he was running in this race. And the New York Islanders hockey team showed up, and they set up a booth in support. And I got to say, it was really. This was the inaugural run, and again, it was totally successful. They had over 300 runners that participated. And fortunately or unfortunately, I couldn't run or walk. My back was too bad. But I filmed it from the ground, and I had a good time doing that.
Canopy's all set up.
But
on the other side also.
Anyway,
But they have over 350 runners, they said, so should be good.
that's enough of my flying at the race. I'm gonna close it as soon as he does his little song here. Oh, this is only partial.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we
What a great voice, this cop.
at the twilight's last gleam.
And he's a detective assigned to the 5th Precinct here.
What's happening today, Colleen?
Anyway, that's the race director, Colleen Willits. She did a great job for her first race, really. She had a lot of volunteers.
So I tell you got a great crowd, great turnout.
But anyway, if you want to watch more of that, just go to my channel, and you can see the rest of the race and see who the winners were. And I got to say, Dennis's mom participated. I'm sorry, Dennis's wife participated, along with his 2 daughters. They ran the race, and you'll get to see them if you watch more of the video. And it was just a good time. So, again, I don't see any questions. Did I meet it? Somebody has a question if you have time to sleep, Josh.
No, I don't. Once the meetup is over, I'm going to get a little bit of time back, but until racing season's over, which runs through the end of October, I'm pretty booked. So
Well, you're still doing the race, right? You do the races every Saturday night, correct? Why don't you tell the viewers about that?
Well, every Saturday night, I am the track photographer for Blanket Hill Speedway. I've been doing that now for about 3 years now, and I'm the only one there. So I'm the only one who takes any photos, and I try to get as many angles as I can. So I put on between 13 and 15,000 steps a night while I'm there, just trying to actually capture everything I can. And then I spend somewhere between 15 and 20 hours afterwards going over everything, editing everything, sending it all out. I've had nights that I've taken between 2,000 and 3,000 photos, and it's an awful lot. But I mean, there's a lot of action, so and whenever somebody asks for their photos, they want a full set of them. They don't want just a few extra here and there. So I try to get every angle, every action shot I can.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of work filming a race, and the drivers and the cars, And I told you that I was going to come down and visit you one day or Saturday, and maybe even help you. Maybe you'll let me carry your bags and stuff.
I will put a camera in your hand on something and have at it. Have at it, Ray.
And for those in the chat, I did produce a car racing show quite a few years back at the local track here in Riverhead. And I had fun doing that, but it was tough to get a cameraman to commit every Saturday night, and that was a big problem I had.
Yeah, and that's why I'm at where I'm at, because everywhere here has a hard time finding someone who can actually show up every week. So I'm obviously taking a week off to go up to the meetup, but usually I don't. So.
Yeah, no, you're dedicated. There's no doubt about it. You work hard, and so does Captain Joe. I mean, he hasn't even been to the South Florida Joe meetup because he's always working.
Oh Lord, I feel Josh's pain because I know like tomorrow there's three scrimmages against one of the good teams, and then next week is a jamboree. Then the following week, Wednesday and Friday, I've got games. And then they're trying to get me to start shooting the junior high on Tuesday nights, which I'm trying to get out of. So
we got a drone celebrity, just to let you know, another drone celebrity. Alex Escardo just popped in. How you doing, Alex?
But Josh, I've got it down to where, like right now, I've got 27 players that have signed up for season photos. I'll probably get about 10 more. Nice. I usually stay around 37. And what'll happen is I've got to have those numbers. I get a little cheat sheet that the first few weeks that I carry with me. Yep. It shows me the names and the numbers and who they are and where they're at on the field. So I could glance at it like this and flip that sucker over and know what number I'm looking for.
Right. Yep.
Then I get home, and after I'm also shooting for the paper. So now I've got to get the shots for the paper and make sure I've got and those have got to go out right away.
Right.
So as soon as I get home, first thing I do is I've got to get the paper shots in. So I got to know where they're at too. I got to go find them. And I've got that down to a science. I found the easiest way is not to try to lock them in and save them as a favorite. Is to take a picture of, if I see the picture, I know it's a good one, take a picture of the scoreboard or the field. Usually I take the field. So then I just go back and look for the field. I notice the picture right before. So I can find it fast. And I usually have to send him about 6 to 8 pictures. So I have about 6 to 8 I've got to get out within. He's got to have like 11 at night, and I'll get out of it at 10. Yeah. And then I usually just run them through that night and just kind of do a batch process. And then the next morning, what I'll do is when I get up about 8 in the morning, I start working on them. And since I've got this new computer system, I've knocked it from about 8 hours worth of work to about 4 hours worth of work.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I've got 27 players, you can think of it. I've got to look at each picture.
Yep.
And say, okay, I've got a 1, a 4, a 6, and an 8. Hit those and batch those out to a different folder.
Yep.
So, and that's on every picture. And I might shoot
a lot of work.
700, 800,
And Captain Joe, you don't use a production assistant, right?
It's just me.
Yeah. Right.
Same here, Joe. I typically start at around 5 o'clock. They get done around 11, sometimes little later on than that. By the time I get everything on mine packed up and everything, I'm home. It's after midnight. I'll stay up till 4 a.m. We'll wake up around 7 o'clock and try to get as many of them done as I can. And the lighting at the track isn't very good. So the shots I get early on in the night, I can edit those in a heartbeat. Once it gets dark, there are bright spots on the track. There are dark spots on the track. So I can't batch edit anything. I've got to do one by one after dark, and it just takes a lot of effort. So
yeah, what I'm talking about is I got bad spots on the field too, and especially like right now it's going to be bad when the season starts and the lights are on when the game starts. Then I've got a close batch. But what I do is I do I got presets set in Lightroom, so I just say Mandeville football. I hit that, and it gives me my main thing, and I want to just make sure I get all the detail stuff in there. Then I do a sync, so I know all of them are synced. So I just got to go back and look at them. But I've got to, I get some of them. I've got to 20 into it. I've got to change the lighting, so it changes all the time with me. But talking about commitment, Halloween game 2 years ago, not last year, the year before, I was getting that Ozempic stuff, to lose weight, and it was giving me indigestion. I'm on the sideline with my chest hurting and indigestion, and the coach looks at me and says, "You all right?" I said, "I think it's indigestion, but if I'm having a heart attack and I fall out, let them know." I worked the game, okay, the whole game. This happened in the first quarter. Worked the whole game, came home, ate chicken when I got home. I was feeling better. Worked till 4 a.m, got all the pictures done. Went about my business the next couple of days. My chest started hurting again a little bit. Monday morning, I woke up with my chest hurting. I'd been having a heart attack since Friday night.
Oh, my goodness.
That's not good. That's not good.
I went through. I had an 85% blockage.
Oh.
Wow. Anyway, Bud Bieber's in the chat. How you doing, Bud? Thanks for popping in. But Jeff was on earlier, like Josh told you. He has a dinner guest, so he had to cook some steaks for them, and he had to go serve it. So you can watch the replay if you want to see Jeff. But Josh and Captain Joe were gracious enough to pop in when Jeff left, and it's great to have him on tonight, really. And sometimes when you do things spontaneously, it turns out better, really.
Right.
So
absolutely agree with that, Ray.
Well, I was Josh, 2 months ago, but I got hurt.
Yes, you popped in, right? Yeah, exactly. It's hard, believe it or not, when you're doing these live streams, it's very hard to get guests. And sometimes I mess up with the scheduling. They mess up with the scheduling. And the next thing you know, you got no guest. And to talk for an hour all by yourself, that's not me. So I appreciate it when guys come in. But anyway, I was going to say something. Oh, Josh. See, this is what happens. The thought was there 2 seconds ago. What the heck was it? Was it with the meetup? Something to do with the meetup?
Or maybe you're going to say that I got something else going on.
No, I was going to talk to you about your show, the Drone Roads. Yeah.
The Drone Roads. Every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Yep. We took over Scott's time slot there. Mainly, it all actually started out as a way that if Scott ever wanted to come back, we wanted to make sure that he had that open still, and that we would graciously either change our time or, but it seems like Scott's enjoying not actually doing it, but he's been on so many streams since then that it's not like he's actually gone. So, which I'm glad, because I mean, honestly, Scott is fantastic. I just he's full of energy, always has something fun happening out there. So, but
you got a great show. There's no doubt it's going to be one of the best. And when more and more people find out about this show, and we try to promote it as much as we can, myself and Johnny and the other live streamers, but when you get put on What the heck is it now? I missed it again. When you get put on this right here, that's when you know you made the big time.
That's it. That's it.
This is Johnny Drone Flyer's live stream guide. So he'll be taking Scott's name off. He'll be putting your name on. I bet you he has a few maybe at the Northeast Drone meetup. You just never know.
Yeah, he said he was going to bring them.
Yep.
And the other
That's
thing,
fantastic.
the other thing to become big time is you got to get on Scotty's poster.
I'm not on it yet. I know that.
Thanks, bud. Thanks for the offer.
On it.
I will definitely reach out to you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Scotty's posted. Yes.
Yeah, I got lucky. The first year that I was technically in the drone community, it was right before the meetup, and Scott was on something, and I was on with Johnny maybe, and I said something about, well, I need to get on it. And he said, send me a picture, and I was on it within 6 months. I said, wow.
Yeah, that's a big deal when you make Scotty's poster. Yeah,
especially now because there's not as much space on it anymore. So he's trying to figure out how to add everybody.
Yeah, the one that I have above my desk is the first one that he did, and the faces are a lot big.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
yeah,
kudos to Scotty, really, because it's a big thing, really.
Yeah,
but anyway, I'm surprised nobody has reminded me that we're over our time limit, but I didn't do the monthly giveaway contest. So we're going to do it right now. And if you want to put in your numbers, look at Ken pops in now. He must have known, Ken up out. So put in your numbers between 1 and 25, and we'll see whose name will go in the hat for the monthly giveaway, which this month is a $10 Amazon gift card. So, nope, it's not 18. Nope, bud. Sorry, not 18, not 5, not 1. So,
if you think back, the last time actually you had me on your show, the number I
guessed 17, Alicia,
ended up actually being it, and it was totally rigged.
Well, yeah, of course, I rig it. It's rigged, of course. But I never can keep up with the numbers. I usually call it wrong. Somebody corrects me, but I don't see it yet. So, and when I start calling out the numbers, I stop concentrating. So it's not 6. There's like 2 6s in a row, but it's not 6.
Ken, I don't think that counts.
Somebody's got it. I see it. Somebody did get it, and you guys are gonna laugh at who it is. And I think he got it first, so I'm gonna write his name down and I'll cross it out if somebody else got it. But it's Warren Akirajo, number 22.
Rigged.
So now he cannot say it's rigged.
Yeah.
But he'll still say it's rigged. If anybody, congratulations, Warren. So,
if he wanted it, is rigged.
All right, good. That was fun. And that's what it's all about, having fun. So, but anyway, guys, I'm over my time. I didn't mean to do that. I don't think Ken Herron even goes on Thursday nights anymore. He's just sporadic when he does them. So I don't worry about jumping right off at 8 p.m. But anyway, I want to thank you both for coming on. Really, you both were great special guests, obviously, even though you were fill-in surprise guests. How's that? But anyway, Josh, now is the time for you to say your goodbyes and anything you'd like to promote.
Well, obviously, anyone who has not done so, if you want to come up to the Northeast Drone Meetup, please let me know. You can contact me on Facebook, contact me on here, wherever. Also, tune in to the Drone Rugs, Mondays, 6 p.m. Eastern. We have a lot of stuff coming up, and we have some neat things for the meetup as well. So tune in, and you will find out more.
Okay, good. Like I said, I'm looking forward to that meetup. Really. You know what happened, Josh? Just to let you know, is I booked a hotel. You remember, I booked a hotel. I got my rate before you even had your rate.
Right.
I got the senior citizen rate. But anyway, then Josh got the rate, and he's got a block of rooms, assigned. And then Michael Wright wants to room with me. And this is a long story, but I'll make it short. So I say, okay, Michael, sure, you could room with me, no problem. But then Michael calls me about a month later. He says, Ray, listen, I don't mean to bother you, but can you add an extra day onto that reservation and a day following the reservation? And I says, okay, sure, Michael. And now I had to call the hotel and make the request. So they can't even find my reservation, So I'm saying, well, then book it through the meetup. Give me a new reservation. And then she's got to check with the manager who's right there. I guess they share desks or whatever. And it turns into a big rigmarole. And she says, okay, Mr. Kelly, you got the new reservation, with the the Northeast Drone meetup rates, which is a great rates, by the way.
Thank you.
But she says, I just want to let you know that the block of rooms is gone. We're making a special request for you. Yep. And you got to tell Josh to ask for more rooms at this point.
Yeah, I know that we added on some, and I'm pretty sure they got filled up. And then I know that our date for the rates expired, and I don't know, I haven't asked, but I know there's been a bunch who have actually gotten the hotel since then, and I've told them to call in and give them our code and tell them. So I hope they did end up having it. But also, I've got to say, Michael Wright will be on our show this coming Monday, so we'll get a nice recap of how Minefield goes.
Okay, good. That's going to be good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway, like I say, I'm looking forward to it, Josh. So thank you for being on, and thank you for organizing this event. So
absolutely.
Captain Joe, now's the time for you to say your goodbyes. Anything you'd like to promote?
Well, the biggest thing I want to do is I want to thank everybody in the community that's reached out over the last couple of months with their prayers and their best wishes and just checking on me. Because, hey, you can't get that everywhere. And these are real friends.
Yeah, no, it means a lot. There's no doubt about it. We were all concerned about you, and that was a serious wound that you had there. And
especially when they told me, they said, you probably won't be able to walk. They told me this 3 days after. They said, after we do the graft and everything, you probably won't be able to walk on until mid-September. And I looked at the lady and I looked at the nurse and I said, I got 23 days. I have to shoot team pictures.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you're mending up good. So, and you'll be back to normal before you know it. And like Johnny said here in this comment, we got Josh, John, and Steve on the Fly for Fun show next Wednesday. They're going to tell us all the good stuff about the Northeast Drone meetup. And we look forward to having them on the Fly for Fun show. So, all right. So anyway, I got to say thank you to everybody for watching the show tonight. I truly appreciate it. But just get out there, fly for fun, but most importantly, fly safely. And we'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Have a good night, everybody. We're going to go back and have some more.